Hey everyone, we're back. More Star Wars today. We still got 2 hours of stream left. Well, hour and 45 minutes. But we got some more quests to pick up here. But before then, I asked Arena what are some of the funny things that happened in Outward, and here's what he said. There's that time he died by the first fucking bird he met. Then he woke up in an abandoned camp with all his items gone. Picked them back up and got an arrow in the head. Woke back up in that same bandit camp and ran away. Then he and his friend went to a beach and saw a crab, and they were like, "Yeah, this one seems easy." And then it did a lightning AOE explosion, and both of them died. Then he accidentally ate rotten food and died of poison. Then he ran through the mountains in minus 31 degrees Celsius and died of frostbite. Then he ran through the desert and died of 50 plus degree Celsius and died of heat stroke. A heroic quest. Remember when these gave gear?
Yep.
Moth, how are things faring?
Before long, Corellia's industry will be the pride of the Empire. Her star will be brighter than ever. Soon, Corellia will be completely pacified. All that remains is to secure Corsek's maximum security prison. The Resistance is defending it fiercely.
I'm sure you'll give it your all.
3 attempts, and we've barely pushed past the outer defenses. Corsec is using the prison as a staging area for attacks against Imperial forces. They've made the place all but impenetrable. They've even turned the prison security systems against us. They don't target Corsec forces, so it's like having an automated army defending the place.
Why did this guy and the last guy just sound like they're reading from a script? Trying to be the character?
If Corsec is living in the prison,
It looks like they have the script in front of them as they're reading.
Corsec for a shortened sentence. A captured prisoner gave us vital information about the security systems. They can't be shut down, but a small assault team could slip in and reprogram them at several control nodes in the prison. Those systems could be altered to target Corsec directly. The defenders would be cut down by their own defenses. Can I count on your assistance?
Their fear will be a sweet chorus in the tapestry of the Force.
Once the security systems are reprogrammed, they'll eliminate the Resistance for us. The Resistance leader is Colonel Woolroff. His attacks have been a thorn in the Empire's side for too long.
Where's the camera angle focus on Billy's hand?
Essential. But Woolroff's death could leave a wonderfully ugly hole in the Resistance command structure.
Anyway, yeah, Arena. Arena says it's the sort of game where you actually feel proud when you defeat an enemy. I'm sure you know who I am in that I feel proud whenever I defeat an enemy in any game. You gotta remember, I am the best at every game. Speaking of which, Arena, have you played Rust? Billy used to play Rust, and he looked at it recently and found that the game was like vastly different looking than he. Darth Decimus. Here he is, silly. Oh no.
Few have had the pleasure of my company. Fewer survived the experience. But you've earned my attention. That's why I've chosen each of you. Together we will end this rebellion and win Corellia for the Empire.
The rebels' grip on this planet is weakening. Their pathetic resistance won't survive the day.
Indeed. And there is no one I'd rather have lead our battle. Thanks to you, Axial Park is ours and Darbin Sul is embedded with the Republic. All the pieces are falling into place. Now our only competitors for this planet are the Green Jedi, Corellia's sworn protectors. The rebellion will fester as long as their council stands.
I don't care what color their robes are. They all bleed red.
It's not that simple. The Green Jedi operate from within the walls of an impenetrable enclave. That's why you aided Darth Sol's escape in Axial Park. The Corellian Counselor has weaseled his way inside the Green Jedi's enclave. Now he awaits my word.
Darth Decimus, what a pleasant surprise.
It's time, Counselor. If you wish to become Corellia's Prime Minister, prove your worth. Let us into the enclave.
About that, the Green Jedi kinda increased security. I can barely breathe in here. You need 2 access codes to get in. I lifted one from a Green Jedi counselor. I had to hug the guy to get close. It was awkward.
Find another Jedi, hug him, put him to sleep with your boring stories. I don't care. Just get his access code.
I can't. If more go missing, they'll know it was me. But there's one code you could get. After you took Axial Park, the entire Green Jedi Council fell back into the Enclave, except Master Beddock. He's cracked. Always prepping for Corellia's days of darkness. Now they've come, he refuses to abandon the Republic Foundation Museum.
So the Jedi thinks he can save the Republic's precious historic trinkets. How valiant.
Smart, too. Museum security's tighter than most military bases. Plus, the building's crawling with shock troops and Green Jedi. So you should visit the museum, take a tour, see the exhibits, grab Master Beddock's access code.
This better be worth my while.
Word in the Enclave is Master Beddock's locked himself in the museum's vaults. Disable security and you can reach him.
You've served us well, Darbin. Stick close to the Green Jedi. Await my orders. Master Beddock will be expecting you. Head to the Republic Foundation Museum. Secure his access code. Then report back. And cause some collateral damage. The more relics destroyed, the more Republic history we erase. Breaking spirits is important.
How do you feel about Darth Decimus?
Darth Decimus, he doesn't kill enough people, he only cuts them in half, so eventually he can't even kill one person.
Sure. You played it a few times, Arena? Are you a fan of Rust? Arena, are you typically one who plays the survival genre games like Rust, like Outward and that, or is this like a new thing that you're getting into? I played Ark for a bit. Ark was really fun. I played with my friends, but I just like building things in the game, so I just had them give me like the building materials. I just built a giant tower that was a giant maze.
The legislature is under siege.
With like pitfall traps and everything. Great. Alright, Silly, you get to pick. Where do you want to go first? You want to go south to the Corsex Maximum Security Prison, west to Darth Varan's safe house. That's my quest, apparently.
The closest things, that's where I want to go to.
Alright, let's do it this way. We'll go west, then south, then east. Alright, there's some player named Mugger. Have you ever had anyone jump you and tackle you off your bike?
No.
What if someone did that to you? Would you be surprised?
Maybe.
It is New York, though.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I see.
Alright. Guys, this is the Jedi. Or the Jedi. This is the Sith Warrior final quest in the area, I think. Or at least it'll lead to the final quest.
I like that among the unlockables you can buy are like additional hotbar.
I want an additional. Alright. Hey, Darth Baran.
Ah, you made it! This is heating up, isn't it? Baras has taken off the sparring gloves. This assassin was the most lethal to date.
Don't leave anything out. I want to know how it went down.
The attack was sudden and vicious. There was no panic, no confusion. To a man, your people stared into the face of death and did not flinch. Captain Quinn must be commended. He took on the assailant with no mortal concern.
I'm making up for a past indiscretion. My commitment to my lord is unassailable now.
You have nothing to be ashamed of. It is forgotten.
Regardless, I am yours, my lord.
This is the spirit the Empire needs. You've successfully neutralized Baras's agents. The end game is upon us. We must both go on the offensive.
I'm ready to bang down the Dark Council chamber door and face him.
All in good time, my friend. We've just reached the best part. In a secret lair on this planet, Baras has bound and indentured an ancient Sith spirit. He feeds off this spirit's power, stealing all her visions of the future. Everything he has built has come from her insights.
If this spirit is to blame for Baras's strength, it must be destroyed.
No, my friend. She is as old as the Force. She is the dark side itself. We must free her, not kill her. Only you have the power to break into his lair. And only I know the ritual that unlocks the spirit's bonds. Deliver me to her, and we will strike the ultimate blow and cripple Baras from within.
I'm not sure about this, but I'm intrigued.
I like you. Huh? You're open-minded and spontaneous, like me. It's what makes the game so exhilarating. Lead the way, and please be sure that assassin isn't waiting. I'll come when you signal.
He's gonna come when I...
Hell yeah.
Man, I remember a friend telling me that Lorian in game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's like, you could only be in the guild if you were a bounty hunter or some other thing. But if you wanted to play a Jedi, because I think they were on Republic, you had to dress as a Mandalorian.
Well, you had to be a Mandalorian though, so they couldn't be anything other than like bounty hunter, right? So that'd be Imperial.
That was the higher. Well, yes. I suppose you're right, but I guess the Republic had their own little RP side of it.
Oh, I see.
They were all RPing as as Mandalorians. If you wanted to be a Jedi, you had to get special permission from the Guildmaster and adhere to strict rules.
They'd say this is the way every sentence.
Every time somebody said this is the way, everybody in the guild would say it.
That's amazing.
I'm like, yeah, I don't get RP. I wish I did, because I feel like I'd have more fun with it, but every time I see someone RPing, it just seems weird. I used to have people RP in Argent Tournament.
Interesting.
Like RP about how exhilarated his character was whenever he was doing various attacks. And when they'd be like, "Well met, friends! We've taken down, or comrades, we've taken down the terrible beast." It's just shit like that constantly. You know? We're like, we're not on an RP server. Why are you RPing? And he's like, you can RP anywhere. Oh, that's true, I guess. And then my brother Omega transferred his character to an RP server. His name was Green Elf Dude, and his character got reported.
Reported?
Someone reported him because his name wasn't RP friendly. That happened to Arena too. Oh yeah, Silly, have you played any more Fallen Order?
No, I haven't.
Oh man, good.
I barely have time to play the things that I'm already playing.
True. I know that feeling. Wants to kill 60 guys here? What the fuck?
Let's just not do it.
I mean, we could, but then we'd be doing like Piamet does, where she suddenly starts to rush through the game.
Well, technically the bonus objectives are only there for you to be able to level up. We're level 75.
True, but sometimes they have a little bit of story to them.
Do they though?
Sometimes. I mean, there was the few in Tatooine there that had us going through killing multiple sand people, and we got to do a little bit more story about how they were taking over the area.
Taking back the area.
Yeah. Look at that! I say her fucking name and she shows up. Like summoning the devil. Going back to bed. Why? You've been awake for like 4 seconds. Yeah, I pointed out how when we got to Revendreth, he suddenly got super impatient and wanted to rush through every quest in the game. Actually, no, it was right at the end of Ardenweald.
More nerfs to the slaughter.
I was content just doing the quest, and you were like, no, I want to run through and do everything.
Probably because I'm amazing and I had been 60 for 75 days since at that point.
Yeah, and that annoyed me because I don't want to rush through the game. I have no reason to do so. The level mattered literally nothing to me, and Payment was all like, whine, rush to max level. Skip it on all the stuff we're probably gonna have to do to unlock flying anyway. Never too much EXP. There's also no reason to rush to 70 or 60 because I'm not going to be doing any hardcore raiding. It might be.
Yeah.
This is prison ward.
Why not?
Yeah, I get that, but that's why you don't play with me. If you want to play with me, you gotta do things my way, because I'm not gonna... I don't want... I like speeding up to play other people's...
Hurry up and play the thing I want to play. Oh, also you have to play the same company as me.
Yeah. Super rude.
How many fucking more of these dudes do we have to kill?
29.
I'm not making it any faster by constantly pulling you out of combat on cooldown.
Some things just cannot be removed. That's one.
Is one of my like trinkets randomly doing damage?
Could be.
I don't know what that is. It must be some like talent that I have that just like randomly shoots beams of damage and things while I'm AoE.
What? I never once told you I was doing the same covenant as you. Should feel very alone. I don't want to be around you.
That's my new insult that I use on everybody. I call them a dum-dum or a dummy.
Have you been watching The Good Place?
You're a dummy. Me? No.
Oh. That's what they do in The Good Place.
Because you're not allowed to curse.
The people who do it are allowed to curse, and they do that.
Maybe in here?
Damn it, go find us a new raid member. Actually, no, never mind. Forgot I said that.
Okay, what are we doing tomorrow?
Well, we're supposed to be doing Cloud of Darkness, but we need to find someone new to... We had any luck on your end with the, your servers that you're in?
No, I haven't really been able to get any information to see if there's anybody in there. I told Ice, I was like, find us another DPS.
I asked her, he immediately said no. I think what we're looking for is actually back there, but that's fine. May as well kill these dudes, that'll clear out this quest. Thank you, Piamat. Alright. So yeah. Once we're done here, just send a message to one of your hoods and probably log in at that for find her. Yay. Now have what we haven't seen in a while?
What?
Droids. Where are the astral droids?
True.
I know anything from the Star Wars movies, Anakin and them bring their asteroid droid everywhere. So their asteroid droid everywhere.
They should.
How do you feel about asteroid droid? Or astral droid?
Astromechs are alright. I like Chopper
Which one's Chopper?
from Star Wars Rebels.
Oh, Rebels, yes.
He just like is a piece of shit
He's always talking shit.
and zapping his friends.
Have you watched all the Rebels?
No, I'm like somewhere in the beginning.
It's been so long since I watched it, but yeah, no, I remember Chopper. Chopper is fun. I like Rebels though. Made me want to go back and watch the Clone Wars, but then I never went around to do that. Mostly because I'm still working on Yu-Gi-Oh! Brains is a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be. Like 180 episodes, and I'm on like episode 96. What?
Slow down.
Excellent news. Without their hero, the remaining resistance will fall apart.
Alright, well. That was exciting. Anyway, yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Brains has turned out to be like 180 plus episodes. And I'm like, what the fuck? I thought this show only had 2 seasons. Turns out, yeah, it has 2 seasons in English, and then they just didn't bring out the other 3 seasons. And they didn't even finish season 2! Like, from what I can find of the English version, they only have like 3/4 of it dubbed, and I'm like, is it still coming out? And like, I can't find a release schedule for it, so maybe I'm just blind, but yeah, it looks like they so Yu-Gi-Oh! Has this thing where every series they just get bored of dubbing it and just don't bring over the other ones. And then they start with the new series. So, like when Arc V was almost done, they were like, oh, well, let's just rush this and get Brains out.
Where are we going next?
We're going up here. We're gonna turn to the right to this door. I think it's this door. Yes. You'll just... Not quite.
Stop slacking.
There you go. Anyway, so yeah, Alright, Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a good, like, the range is interesting, and it's very good now. Like, the beginning of it was really slow and boring, and I hated it. But that's usually the case with Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. I end up like liking them in the end. Are you working on watching any animes? I gotta get back to watching the Dragon Quest anime. There's enough of that now that I can binge it.
Let's go.
I can't say no to Dragon Quest. Like, come on. Silly waves at Almashak. Was it you I was playing with when we just went around waving at everyone?
Probably.
It goes in FF11. And I miss FF11 sometimes. It was so good. Did you hear they stopped work on the remake, remaster, whatever it's called?
I never thought that was going to get off the ground.
Apparently it was off the ground, but then they just stopped. But then again, it is Nexon who's working on it, so I'm not overly surprised. Why is this guy a bulwark? Now, the question is it completely shut down, or are they just removing it from Nexon and taking over the project themselves? Because there's been a shift in, apparently, funds at Square Enix after that was done. So. I'm not entirely certain still that FF11 would do well in today's gaming market, but if they could find a way to make it like Dragon Quest IX's multiplayer and make a single-player campaign, I think it could do well. So DQ9 has this system where they you can invite people to play on your server. The game's single player, but you can invite people to come play with you. So if they ever decide to re-release Dragon Quest IX on Switch, I'm definitely going to be organizing a party for that.
Nice.
And tactical. Oh, there's 3 dudes this one. Where are museum? Do we gotta? Oh. Oh, nowhere to hide.
Stop slacking.
Yeah, dudes, I don't know if you're still there watching, but they actually remade the Dragon Quest anime Dai no Daiboken, which is a game for it, silly.
Nice.
Kind of, people are comparing it to Trials of Mana.
So, like, amazing.
Well, it's getting a lot of criticism, and people don't like that, like, aspects of it. But I think it looks fantastic. They also have like these little anime shorts they made for players of Dragon Quest X.
That's awesome.
They had people send in their stories, and then they made animes about the about those players.
Nice.
Kind of neat.
That's cute.
I would just wish they would just—they're not going to give us a Dragon Quest X over here. That they could at least make an anime telling us the stories.
Yeah.
Looks like there's nothing else here. Way past this wall.
Yeah, we're gonna go around.
Sure. Forward at the... Alright. This